morning, Latin America. Good morning, Ecuador. Good morning, Venezuela. Today we have a very special episodio en inglés.
Exactamente. Así que si no sabes inglés, tienes que ir a YouTube o a Spotify y ver los subtítulos.
Hay subtítulos.
Hay subtítulos. Estuve haciendo subtítulos 15 horas para ti, persona que no habla inglés.
Claro, ¿quién no habla inglés en el 2025?
No sé, haz un curso ya, ¿sabes? Ya está.
Sí, hay un montón de cursos que puedes hacer. No te diremos las marcas porque necesitamos dinero para
paguen.
que nos paguen, pero
Total.
El episodio de hoy es en inglés con el comediante norteamericano Gianmarco Soresi.
Gianmarco Soresi. Y Gianmarco Soresi que está polémico hoy en día, ¿eh? Así que bien, me gusta.
Sí, nos beneficia a nosotros y a él.
Está viviendo en Chile.
Está viviendo en Chile.
Sí.
Gianmarco Soresi, que quizás lo hayas visto en TikTok o en YouTube por sentarse en una silla así mientras hace stand-up.
Exactamente. Hace contorsionismo mientras hace stand-up.
Un theater kid que sacó su especial de comedia hace 2 días. Septiembre 19 sacó su especial de comedia. Total. Hoy es lunes 22 de septiembre, hace 3 días. Esas matemáticas on point.
Claro, es que puedes hacer la dupla. Ves el especial y luego si quieres saber cómo contrasta con Latinoamérica, ves el latinómetro.
Especial, episodio especial.
Episodio especial, sí. No.
It's up to you.
It's up to you. Then I was inspired. Now I'm sad and tired. Esto es para él.
Para Gianmarco.
Para Gianmarco, sí. Es un trocito de Jesucristo Superstar.
Claro, porque a él le gustan los musicales.
Es un regalo para Gianmarco.
Gianmarco, if you're watching this, thank you so much for being on the episode.
And this was for you.
Sí.
Siento que lo aterrorizamos.
Se llevó unos sustos porque él no conocía algunas de las culturas de costumbres que se dan en Latinoamérica.
Sí.
No queremos hacer spoilers porque el episodio es bastante interesante.
Está muy divertido, sí. Pero sí. ¿Quieres hacer más episodios en inglés?
Me gustaría hacer más episodios en inglés. ¿Ustedes qué opinan? ¿Deberíamos hacer más episodios en inglés?
Díganos, sí. O, ya, claro, es que ya hasta ahí llegamos. ¿Tú hablas otro idioma aparte de inglés y español?
Catalán.
Yo no podría hacer un episodio en catalán. Ya lo intentamos un poco con Alex y no
funcionó, pero bueno.
No funcionó mucho.
Si viene Carles Puigdemont y...
Carles
Puigdemont i Carles Puigdemont vol fer un episodi en català, doncs hauríem de fer un episodi en català.
Otra cosa que el 12 de octubre, ¿qué pasa? ¿Qué se celebra el 12 de octubre?
El 12 de octubre se celebra el día de la hispanidad, el día de la raza, el día del descubrimiento de América. Sí. Depende de dónde estés.
Sí, pero se celebra también el primer episodio en vivo del Latinómetro.
El primer episodio en vivo, 12 de octubre, 9 de la noche en The Comedy Clubhouse, Vía Laietana 6. Episodio en vivo. En
Barcelona, España. Porque lo hicimos teníamos que decir Barcelona primero.
Ya lo dijimos.
Ya lo habíamos dicho.
Ya dijimos que es
ahora.
Sí, ahora lo dijimos.
Ok, otra cosa. Si tú quieres, o sea, cuéntenos si quieren que vengamos a hacer el Latinómetro en vivo en tu ciudad. A ver qué opciones tenemos, ¿no? A ver
qué opciones tenemos, sí. Mientras tanto, puedes viajar a Barcelona y verlo.
Sí.
Las entradas las vas a encontrar en la descripción del episodio en YouTube.
Exactamente.
También están en nuestro Instagram.
Sí. ¿Y va a haber un invitado sorpresa?
Va a haber un invitado sorpresa.
Un invitado sorpresa y va a haber jueguitos. O sea, vamos a hacer como cosas con la gente.
Va a haber jueguitos. ¿Quieres saber qué tan latino eres? Ven el 12 de octubre al primer episodio en vivo de El Latinómetro.
Sí. Seguro se sorprenden con lo altos que somos.
Puede pasar.
Bueno, nada, esto es Gianmarco Soresi in El Latinómetro. Boom. Hugo Chavez, Venezuelan dictator. Well, he was president and then he kind of changed into dictator.
I'm familiar with the concept.
Yeah, he did a coup d'état.
Yeah.
And then he went to prison. And then he was freed by the next president. And then he came out as great leader. And then he became president. And he said like, I'm not going to change anything. I'm going to keep everything cool, everything beautiful, everything blah, blah, blah. Like wearing a suit. And the second he won, he put on a uniform, a military uniform.
Oh my God, the second he won?
And he changed the constitution. He changed
that's
everything.
That's the thing. Trump almost went to jail.
Oh yeah.
That's
many times.
That's why he got ahead. You guys need a Democrat to go to jail.
Sure, I don't disagree.
So he changed the constitution, and now he changed it in order to stay in power forever, like infinite re-election.
Sure.
And then he died. He's no longer president because he died.
Well, that's the beauty of it. Luckily, it takes. I mean, Trump is so old.
How old is he? He's like 80.
I believe he's 84.
Right.
That could be wrong.
Right.
But he's up there.
Still, he seems active. He seems.
He seems active, but I went to a rally. I thought he was going to lose, and I was performing a city next to one of his rallies, so I was like curious.
Okay, but it would have been really weird if you performed at one of his rallies.
No, I didn't perform at one of his rallies.
Would you though? Good money, I think.
No, I think if I were ever do something like that, I'd want to obviously say something crazy, and there's a lot of guns there.
That is
a lot
true.
of guns there. I don't know if I have the courage to do that at a rally.
Yeah, it's a bit crazy.
But you really saw how old he was
up close.
Yeah, and he was doing this was 2 days before the election, but he's doing 4 speeches that morning, flying between each one.
Wow.
And he was really tired. That was the first time I was like, oh yeah, you're old. And I'm sure he does a lot of amphetamines. I don't know how he's doing this many drugs. I get scared taking half of my ADHD pill. But he must be doing stuff.
Yeah, of course.
But he's also clearly he's wired. He seems to sleep 4 hours a night. I've never seen him. I saw him. He fell asleep one time, but something was happening. No, what is he gonna? Is he the first immortal being?
He might be. Evil people live long.
It does seem like that.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to El Latinometro.
Thank you.
This is our first episode in English. We talk about
I'm honored.
We talk about what this is via email, but this is a test to see how Latino you are, because I've seen you want to get out of America, don't you?
Very, very much. I want options.
Okay,
I want to be able to visit. Sell my tickets.
We're gonna give you some options.
Okay. We have a lot of you can still have the American experience, but in a Latino country, because there's a lot of influence in our countries. So
don't listen. Believe you me. I mean, I'm thinking about what language to learn, and I'm like, well, if I'm speaking financially, Spanish.
Spanish is good,
Español es el mercado. Ahí está la plata.
You just have to learn to say que lo que mamá huevo. Ya está.
Okay, well, I'll start on that. No, but I think I know that I'm Jewish on my mom's side. My dad's a little bit Italian, but played it up.
Okay.
Right. But according to whatever records, my great-grandmother was from Spain. And so, I don't know. Okay. My dad just doesn't give a shit about the maternal lineage. Doesn't give a shit. He does so much. He has books about my great-grandpa Luigi and all these things. And it's just about the men. And it's crazy. I'm like, why do you not care?
Yeah, that's
and I
nuts.
think in America, the Italian, the image of Italian, it's a cool thing.
Yeah.
The mafia movies, The Godfather, there's a class and whatever. And I'm like, if we're equally from Spain, I'd love to know.
Yeah. You could get a passport from that.
Sure.
Do you have an Italian passport?
No, I think I could.
They're very easy to get.
So I hear.
I have one.
You do?
I have one. Yeah, my great grandparent. I'm from
great.
Yeah,
that's even further than me.
I'm from Ecuador. He came from Italy to Ecuador at the end of the 19th century, and then they just translated a bunch of stuff. It took a while, but then I have one.
Well, I'd always thought that my great grandpa moved from Italy to America, but my uncle got his Italian citizenship. He found out that actually my great grandpa had moved in the 1940s from Italy to Argentina.
Okay.
Oh.
And I was like, I could get German citizenship.
I remember that I have a friend, he's Italian. There's this thing that Italo-Venezolano. Like when the people that are Italian and something else, like, I don't know if it happens to you,
like
but
Italian-Americans.
they identify more as Italian than
Yes,
the other thing.
yes.
You know, they wear the Ferrari
Yeah,
shirt and the whole thing. And my friend, we would visit his grandpa, and his grandpa had a Nazi uniform hanging on the wall.
Oh.
And I don't know if it was a trophy or
Oh
if
my
it was
God,
his. I don't know. It was really
Yeah,
weird.
you better put some blood on that. I mean, that's...
And the dagger. There was the whole thing.
Yeah,
on the wall.
I used to live next door to a Nazi when I was young.
Now, how did you know that?
Oh, it was
The
common.
way that they walked out the door.
It was common. It was common knowledge. Like they knew. Oh, he was like 80 years old. I was like 5, and it was like, oh, I didn't notice until I was old enough. And I was talking about the neighbor, and he was like, oh yeah, the Nazi, and I was like, okay.
And when you say Nazi, he's like he served.
He was in the SS.
Did people treat him poorly? Did they?
No, they treated him with respect. It was really weird because he was literally a Nazi. But then also, this was in Ecuador, in Guayaquil, Ecuador. One of the richest men in the country was very Jewish. So
Sure.
it was really
So
weird.
at any point did they go after them? Because I feel like
No.
in Germany at least, you always see they get these old. They found the Nazi,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
they're
the
98.
trials,
They're
yeah.
98.
There's this old man. Like,
And it's a weird because you go like, well, how can you punish them more than time already has?
Yeah.
You want to kill them, shave off 2 days, but they always come into the courtroom and they have the folder in front of their face, and I'm like,
Yeah.
no one's
Yeah.
recognizing this blob.
Yeah.
No, it's very weird. I remember about 10 years ago, maybe, this girl I knew, she posted a story with her grandparent, who was also a Nazi. He was like, my Nazi, like with a heart. It's very weird.
Oh no!
Yeah, because
Wow.
we're taught that this is bad. But we don't have like the historic pressure of it being taught in school and in media. We know it's bad, but we also don't really care.
Even though the head Jewish guy didn't like kind of be like, hey, let's.
Nah, he was making money.
He was making money. Sure.
Yeah, I don't know. Like this, I remember then I found. I used to play video games. I used to play like Medal of Honor, all these games.
You played on the Nazi
And
side.
no, I could tell. I could tell which planes and which guns were Nazi.
Sure.
So one day
You're like, oh, my grandpa had that gun.
they recovered like a poster of all of my friend's grandpa, like very young, with his it was like his unit. And you could see that the plane was a Stuka, which is a
Yeah.
German plane. I was like, why is there a Stuka on the drawing? Like the guy was a Nazi. Yeah, the guy was. Well,
And this is just where they all escaped to? They all ran
South
away?
America, yeah.
yeah, South America. Yeah.
I mean, you can't.
I think
If you found out someone's grandpa was a Nazi in America right now and they were alive, someone would try to go kill them or put them in jail. I don't know the rules.
I think this man was he was Italian, so I think he was probably fascist. He was with
Oh, okay.
you
There
know,
you go.
because they
Yeah.
use German weapons. They use all the German thing.
Mhm.
So also in Spain, like in the Civil War in Spain, Franco won the war using German weapons, German tanks, German
Yeah,
planes, German everything.
here's a fun fact about Spain, that it's actually in the wrong time zone. It should be in another time zone.
Yeah.
But Franco, he was so in love with Hitler that he changed the time zone to be in the same time zone as Germany.
Is that why that like at 8 p.m. it's still bright as shit?
Yeah.
Because of the Nazis.
Because they did some things.
So how did they teach it in school? Like, do they? I mean, you said
we are not taught about.
I was.
We were not taught about
Okay,
this
I
at
was.
all.
In Venezuela, they teach about it. Yeah.
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 And
At some point, they talk about World War II, and then you get to the Holocaust.
How
and
do
the
they
whole thing.
present? Do they present the Germans like we were presented the Germans as the bad guys? It was
Yeah.
very clean cut in terms of like America. You know, they say America is the one who saved the day.
Yeah. Well, it's the axis of evil and the
Yeah.
the allies.
So you guys called it. You didn't call it like the axis of friends.
no,
versus
never. No.
the
It
allies.
was the eje.
The allies versus the friends.
I mean, to be fair, that in that time in Ecuador, we were at war with Peru. While you guys were busy killing each other in Europe, Peru was still in our land, so we were taught about that.
Sure.
And
Okay.
then also we had this guy who was like president 6 times in 10 years, so we had to remember that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'd have to look into like kind of why and the funny, but in America, like we have so many Holocaust memorials. Every major city has a Holocaust memorial, and there's a good comedian named Guy Branum who just talks about our lack of any kind of slavery memorial. Like it's very comparatively, it's wild.
Yeah.
But you know, it's to talk about the PR of tragedies is hard because you can be accused of like, obviously, especially with Israel stuff right now, there could easily be an accusation of like, you're prioritizing your issues over everyone else's. But that is something that like you have to somehow maintain the past through advertising to a degree.
Yeah.
These memorials aren't just for people to go and cry. It's also to like stir up people's emotions so you can continue to.
Yeah, of course.
And it's wild going around Europe and kind of learning just how any other country did it.
Yeah. Yeah, I read this book by Finkelstein, the Holocaust Industry.
Yeah.
And he talks about that, like how the whole PR behind.
But it's just the second. Then you go into that, and then the next book is like how it was actually just 600 people, not 6 million. And you're like, oh no. That's. I don't know. It's complicated.
Yeah, there's like a limit, you know. It's like the way people, they start like denying things, no? Like
of course they start denying it, but then with Israel, it just like it goes the other way, where it's just like the Holocaust is used as like the justifier for whatever.
Yeah.
Because that happened, doesn't matter what else.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad we got in Israel right away.
Yeah.
And in America, it's. I mean, that's why we were talking about Zoran. I mean, it's just like all they're trying to paint him is like as an anti-Semite.
Yeah.
And they've established that. And now they're trying to, every little piece, they try to find something to support that theory. And it's awful.
They kind of did the same thing with Obama. No, they try to do.
They try to do it, but like, you know, Obama's just given just as much money to Israel. I mean, Zoran's literally like if Netanyahu visits New York, he should be arrested.
Yeah.
So it's definitely like, I mean, Zoran is definitely way far left to Obama. I mean, you know, they said Obama was a Muslim, whereas Zoran is.
And a communist also.
And a communist. And Zoran is
socialist. I saw that this article it was like a small documentary made by the Free Press. And they were like trying to bring shit about Zoran, you know? They were like, have you seen him talking with different people? He has different accents. And it was like they were showing him talking.
I was in Italy. I did a show in Milan. And I'm on stage. I'm hearing myself. I'm talking like this. And I'm like, I'm barely Italian. This is a stereotype accent. It's like, people talk. They communicate.
Yeah. And when you're an immigrant, like my girlfriend's Lebanese. And when I talk to her Lebanese family in English, I have Lebanese English. I speak like in a Lebanese accent. If I speak Spanish with someone from Spain, I speak with a different accent than when I speak with Venezuelans. And you know, like it changes.
Yeah,
when you're an immigrant,
you listen, there's acceptable. Listen, the idea is, I don't know, in America, like code switching, it would be a thing, especially with like white people. Like when you're around black people, are you changing the way that you speak? Yeah. And like there's a degree where there's absurd, and there's offensive, and there's racist, and then there's like it's adapting to the environment that you're in. But if you watch, there's a video of Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah.
And I believe he's with Jamie Foxx. But Quentin Tarantino, when he code switches to black, you go, that's a problem. And I don't even think that he's, you know, trying in that moment, but it's humiliating.
Yeah.
It's really scary.
He is also a guy who directed and wrote as a whole movie with a scene in it talking about N-word storage, no?
He certainly likes to...
He likes the word.
He likes the word. Yeah. He likes typing it at the very least.
Yeah.
But they're good. It's a good movie.
At
least they're good movies.
He likes getting his friends to say them too.
I saw, it was, I forget his name, a great comedian, a black guy, and he was just talking about how whenever a white person says the N-word in a movie, he's like, they're acting as perfect. They're able to tap into that real quick.
You know what's really funny? If you were so shocked about how the Holocaust is not really respected or thought of in South America, we also don't really, everybody says the N-word.
Really?
Everybody says the N-word.
Well, it's the color in Spanish, so.
No. But they say the N-word, like how they say it in the rap songs.
Sure. I mean,
I had to listen to a lot of Kendrick Lamar to realize it's not okay to say it.
There's even a restaurant called in Caracas, in Venezuela, called N-word Burger. It's a restaurant.
there used to be a really popular reggaeton artist called N-Word.
Oh my God.
And then he had
Yeah.
to change his name because he...
In Latin America, it's like...
To be honest,
yeah,
there was also Victor El Nazi.
Yeah, a reggaeton
Yeah.
singer.
Is there anything that Americans say that you guys find offensive? Not you particularly, but like that I understand comedians, you know,
Right,
we don't give a shit. I'd see that burger place and I would definitely send a picture to my friends if I wouldn't necessarily post it publicly.
Yeah. I don't know. Something that happens in Venezuela, it happens that we say that we're not racist. Like I'm not racist, but we always say it like in a way like I'm not racist. I have a black friend. You know, that's how people usually say it.
If you have to say you are not racist, well,
exactly.
Sure.
Yeah, Venezuelans are always correcting that. Oh, we're not. We accept everyone. We're not racist. You know.
Yeah.
But then you ask. We had a Venezuelan guest. He's black, and when you ask him his experience in Venezuela, he says, "Yeah, there's a lot of racism in Venezuela. Like I've lived like crazy racism." So it's like we make it light and fun. We're just having fun.
Sure.
And we're being racist, like and it's everywhere. Like racism and homophobia, it's everywhere. Like
light and fun is great. I mean, light and fun. I mean, the idea that like racism will ever vanish is kind of in my mind that's insane.
Yeah.
That's why whenever like, you know, the NFL would do like a slogan, they were like, we're gonna end racism, and you're like, you go. So it doesn't mean anything, and in fact, it's annoying.
This reminds me of a banner I saw back in Ecuador that said "Bájale al acoso," which translates to "Cool it down with harassment."
Honestly, though, that's a more realistic.
That's
goal.
realistic. Yeah. Cool.
It's not. Don't end it. Just cool it down. Cool it down. A little less racism. In America, I mean, the thing with America is like, I think there's some people go like, yeah, what's wrong with the light, fun stuff? And it's like, well, in America, it's tied to deep institutional racism and police and blah, blah, blah. But what's nice about some parts of Europe, I think, that I see as an American is I go, oh, you see white people being racist to other kinds of white people. Yeah. You know, making fun of Italians, making fun of Greeks. And that's nice. In America, I think more racism between the white people in America. And let's start calling people spics and wops and you know, I can't.
You know which one I never got. I'm happy it tanked when Americans they tried to do Latinx.
Yeah,
that didn't really fly.
No, it didn't really fly, and it was. Listen, it's hard. Even talking about like I start going like careful. It's like people try to control the things that they can. And so I think what happened in a lot of liberal places, like there was a time where if you accidentally misgendered someone, it was like a brief window. Like if I remember a host who was autistic, he could barely read cues, and he misgendered someone, and this, you know, that person just tried to cancel. They didn't have a career to cancel, but was just like publicly very much like calling them out. And you go like, the reason this happens to this intensity is because in a grander scale, they're not respected and they're not treated well, and their identity, et cetera, et cetera. And so then I think it did mutate to you know, I have no real opinion on Latinx. I don't talk to any Latin people, but but it's like that. It didn't stick. I always come from a more an advertising perspective where I go, I'm on board. I agree the system isn't great, but you got to have something that sticks. Sex worker is not going to trump prostitute or hooker. Yeah. It's too long. Yeah. Give me a shorter appropriate word. And especially with comedy, you always talk about it where like in the special I have coming out, I talk about, you know, in America.
When is it coming out, your special?
September, I think, on YouTube. Cool. But it's basically talking about the term illegal immigrant. And, you know, a lot of Americans will go like, you're saying someone's illegal. You're saying their existence is illegal. It's dehumanizing. But like if I go somewhere and I say undocumented immigrant, I'm just saying it automatically presents it like I'm the good person and I'm going to say this term. Yeah. And it can be antithetical to comedy because I'm like, well, let me give them my leftist point of view in the punchline. Yeah. Let me not scare them away. I know certain shows where, you know, people ask me to put my pronouns on things, and I want to be like, I don't care about that. If someone wants to call me girl or she or whatever. I don't care. But the problem is that if you don't care, then that means no one cares. But I go, I don't think this is going to work. In fact, I think people are going to see those pronouns in front of my name and go, turn this off. This is some of that woke shit.
It's kind of like when straight people, they call their girlfriend partners.
Sure. Well, that's usually what we do when we're not ready to get married, but our partner is insistent. No, I mean, I
it's all very performative in a way.
It's very performative, but for some people, it becomes very meaningful. Or I think the bottom line is they don't get treated well in other ways, so they go, "Why can't you be supportive?" But then that backfires, and then I think there were a lot of people who voted for Trump that I think stupidly, but they just were like, enough with this.
Yeah,
a lot of Venezuelans.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a term called Magazuelans,
really,
which is Venezuelans for Trump.
Well, I think white people get shocked by it. White people go like, Democrats always go, "You're voting against your interests," without offering anything in return, without accepting the responsibility of the way Biden deported people. But they get confused whenever a Latin person votes for Trump. And when they see someone get deported who's shocked that they're deported, some people go like, "Be nice." Other people go, "No, fuck. Why didn't they vote?"
Yeah.
I don't. But I don't know what it is about Trump.
The thing with Venezuela in this case is that Venezuela has been in a
socialist
dictatorship in a way. No, it's a left dictatorship.
And to be honest, the CIA did a lot of propaganda. And are you really a Latin American country if the CIA didn't kill your president?
Sure.
So Venezuelans in general have this rejection to the left, to anything that's related to the left, because
most
these
of
people fucked us up in
most of
Venezuela.
Latin America.
No, that's their simple 2 + 2.
When those socialist dictatorships started, did it seem like they were like Zoran in a sense of it seemed like guys?
Yes.
If you listen to Chavez's speech, like his first speeches, his first interviews, debates, he was like, "Oh man, this man is saying all the right things.
Yes.
Like everything he's saying,
they say all the right things.
They're all good. Like, and if this happens in my country, it's going to be great."
And I can tell you in the case of Ecuador, because in Latin America there's a huge inequality. You have people who are so wealthy, and then you have people who have nothing. And there's such a huge gap of inequality. And then Rafael Correa, who was president for 12 years now, he can't go back. He's living in Belgium. If you want to go to the show, come. He had the same speech, but also the petroleum, the oil was selling so good at such a high price. Yeah. So everything worked until it didn't, because the price of oil tanked, and then he started doing a lot of stuff that people are not happy about.
Yeah.
Like everybody talks in Venezuela. Everybody talks about the influence of the states, or the influence, the external influence in the country, and that. But there's also like an internal part. There was a lot of corruption. This guy made it so he would stay forever in power. Like he changed.
But isn't the problem socialist capital? Isn't the problem dictatorship? I mean, we'll see what a capitalist dictatorship looks like. I don't think it'll be any better.
No. It's
right.
Dictatorship is a dictatorship.
Yeah.
There's no.
But it's like branding. It's branding. Like, what type of dictatorship do you want to have? The one that says that cares about people, or the one that says they care about?
Yeah, both suck.
Money? I don't know.
Sure.
Both are really bad.
How do you view Trump from afar?
I see Trump as Chavez. I see him like very similar to Chavez.
Yeah. I mean, but also as a comedian. Very good timing.
Very good timing, for sure.
No,
and that's what I kind of hate when you get into discussions, that he's not president because of nothing. He's very good at being evil and what he's doing.
He's very good at presenting. He's also this is a legacy that's been built up for so long. I mean, I watched The Apprentice when I was in middle school with my father. My father had The Art of the Deal. This is a branding. This is a guy who, despite business failures, just continued to pump out the idea, I'm a smart guy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, human beings are dumb enough that if you say it for 40 years, 50 years,
you're going to buy,
Yeah. But I everyone in America talks about the fact that he's funny, of course, but I think seeing this camp that he built in Florida, I don't know if you saw this tent prison surrounded by alligators, I go, it's time to get over it.
Yeah.
He's funny. Who gives a like? It's bad, and it's been
you know what I
6 months.
think, though. You know what I think. I think I've had this thought for a few years now. I think the United States is gonna split up like in the next 10 years or so.
I mean, being in Europe, I feel like you go, well, I take a 2-hour plane in Europe, and I'm like, I'm in a different world.
Yeah.
And I take a 4-hour plane in America, 5-hour plane. I'm like, how am I still in America right now?
Yeah.
How am I still in a place where all the rules are the same?
Yeah.
And Trump's sending ICE into New York or LA. That's where you go, this is crazy. What do you have to do with fucking LA?
Yeah.
And I would love for it to break apart, but it's so intertwined.
Yeah.
The food is coming from the red states. The art is coming from the blue states. It's just so deeply connected that I don't know. I think it just crumbles a much slower.
Well,
awkward death.
the thing why it's I wanted to split up because I wanted to be cheap, and then I can go visit. I'm being selfish.
Where do you want to visit?
I want to do New York. I want to do Miami. I want to do LA.
Miami, right by the tents.
Yeah.
The tent prison. I bet by the time it's cheap enough to go visit, that tent prison will become a memorial.
Yeah.
It'll become like, how you can visit Auschwitz now.
Right. Yeah,
and they already have the merch for this place, and they'll just change a couple things. They'll keep the same guards for the...
Totally, yeah.
And I really love to go. I've been to America once about 30 years ago when I was a child. We went to Disney World.
Yeah.
Because Mickey Mouse is basically like Jesus to us.
Sure.
Jesus is also Jesus, but Mickey Mouse also.
I mean, it'd be funny if they crucified Mickey if you could buy him.
That'd be amazing.
With the gloves.
But I really love to go to North Dakota, like those really American places that are just towns.
Yeah.
I'm so intrigued.
Why?
I'm so intrigued by Americana.
Oh, I got to tell you, being in Europe, I become so anti-American. Like I'm like I speak so ill about America. I have to watch it because just being in walkable cities everywhere in the places I've been here, and the food is light years better.
Yeah.
The regular food.
Yeah.
We have
I
nice food,
that.
of course. We have nice food, but
You have
like
McDonald's?
the regular food. I mean,
what do you think about Chili's?
Chili's?
The chain
I
restaurant.
really only went a couple times as a kid.
This is gonna make you go insane. In Guayaquil, where I'm from, we love Chili's. It's everywhere. We love malls.
Yeah,
But
Caracas también.
we also love Chili's, and we have like 20 of those. And it's not cheap. It's like a bill for 3 people. It's gonna be like maybe $100.
Oh yeah.
But people love it. It's always full.
There's this whole thing surrounding American things in Venezuela that everyone thinks they're fancy, even if they're like, it could be like McDonald's, and McDonald's in Venezuela is like, oh, McDonald's, like we're going to.
How's Venezuelan food? Is it good?
Venezuelan food
good.
is really good. You're gonna taste Venezuelan food.
I don't know why. I truly don't know why anyone would admire any aspect of America right now.
I remember when I was a child, like it was a treat. It was like the idea of going to McDonald's. I remember once I misbehaved. I hit my cousin or something.
Sure.
And we were all going to McDonald's, and I didn't go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was destroyed. I was heartbroken because I didn't get to go to McDonald's. It was.
Can I ask, are you guys healthier in general? Like as a culture? Because in America, like I had McDonald's as a kid for sure.
Yeah.
And then it was like, this is bad. I mean, you remember Super Size Me? The movie?
Yeah.
That was a cultural turning point.
Yeah.
But like McDonald's for me, I'd love to eat McDonald's. To me, that's like if I filmed a comedy special and I did an incredible thing that I was proud of, once every 2 years, I'd be like, let's get McDonald's.
Yeah.
But other than that, like it's the worst thing. I've programmed it. It's the worst thing I could get.
Yeah,
It's very bad.
Like a couple of months ago, I was doing a job in La Rioja in Spain, and I remember we ended up very late. I'm a photographer, and it was like very late. We were coming back. It was like the only option was McDonald's. We had McDonald's. I felt so like instant regret.
Yeah.
It was like I had it, I enjoyed it, but then on the way to the hotel, I was like, what did I do?
Yeah.
I need to shower. It was
I think we are healthier maybe in general, but we also a lot of Latin American food is also very greasy.
Yeah.
Sure.
And we like
very
carbs.
fried.
Yeah.
A lot of rice.
Carbs with carbs.
I don't know if you eat smaller portions. So, because I go to, you go to Italy and
We
it's
don't
like
eat smaller
the amount of
portions.
carbs in Italy is insane, but everyone's kind of in
You
much
know what?
better
You know
shape.
what
Yeah.
we do with lasagna with rice.
Yeah.
Ooh, that sounds good.
It's
It
good.
does sound good. I've told
Lasagna
this.
with rice and fried plantain
Mm.
on the side. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I love
no salad.
plantains.
You do? Well,
yeah.
you are Latino already.
Yeah, you're
Good,
Latino. If you like
good.
plantain, you're Latino.
I love
yeah.
plantains. I'm an easy food. I always push it. I try new things. I was in Turkey. I mean, I don't even know what I was trying there, but it was like, pork intestines with this, then. I was like, let me try it.
Good, yeah.
I tried, last time I was in Spain, I went when I was like 20, and I didn't love it. I had pig ears.
Here.
Yeah,
Here,
in Madrid.
in Madrid.
That they give to dogs here.
Yeah, yeah, they should. And then I had like lamb intestines, and that was pretty intense. So I wasn't a big fan of either, but I tried it, and
Yeah.
I'd eat them again.
But I was gonna say, because you're a fit guy, you're healthy, I think.
Yeah, I like when I was 20 something, I like turned a leaf and started working out regularly, and now I do intermittent fasting.
Oh,
That's what I do on the
good.
road, because it's the only way I could. I kept having. I was on the road. I was like, I want to have the promoters taking me out for dinner tonight, and I want to be a fucking pig.
Yeah.
And this lets me do that.
Yeah.
Do you drink at all?
I do. The intermittent fasting usually, like, the window usually ends before I would start drinking.
Right.
So, but I do love.
Because I see
Especially as I get older.
we see your clips, and you had a fan recently.
I did.
You have all sorts of stuff, but you never have a beer.
I know. It's just because usually I end my window like 7 p.m. right before the first show.
Oh,
but
okay.
I do like to drink. And as I get older, I'm like, I would love a bottle of wine. And I smoked more here. I don't really smoke ever. And then while I'm
smoking
here,
is very European, yeah.
yeah, and
very
being
European,
at dinner in Turkey and everyone's going through a whole pack, I'm like, ooh,
You know
I
that's
like this.
that's one of the that's one of the paradox of Europe, is that they have, like, they're pushing the 4-day work week. Everybody have rights. You can't take the whole of August off. Everything works, but everybody's chain smoking everywhere.
Yeah.
I wanted to add, this is a drink. This is a Latino drink.
Amazing.
A Venezuelan drink. It's you can taste it. I don't think you'll know what it is, but if you can give it a name.
I can give it a name.
This is a refresco. This is like.
Speaking of names, while you taste that, Gianmarco, we just flew past the first question of this test, which is your full name?
Gianmarco Vincent, or in Italian, Vincenzo Soresi.
Gianmarco Vincent Soresi.
No second last name? Just only one? Because they don't care about the mother side.
They don't care about the mother side.
Okay.
Yeah, we just do 3. And you can do Juan Marco if it helps.
Juan Marco. Maybe you should start
Juan
switching to
Marco.
Juan Marco.
Juan Marco.
Sure.
Yeah, you come to
Yeah.
When maybe we could help you with some Spanish.
Juan Marco
right now.
Vicente. Epa, Juan Marco Vicente. ¿Qué es lo que es?
Hola, soy Juan Marco Vicente.
Hola. What?
Soy Juan Marco Vicente.
Hola. Sola.
Soy
Hola. Soy Juan Marco
Vicente
Vicente
Soresi.
Soresi.
Sorez.
Vicente is what?
Vicente is
Vincent.
Vincent.
Vicente is Vincent?
Yeah.
Sí.
Okay.
Vicente.
Anyways, 8 syllables, which is not enough to be Latino, but
it's
we are getting there.
But you guys do
Exactly.
4 names.
We do all the names.
What? I can't compete with that. You got.
I have
check.
3. My whole name is Leonardo de Jesus Enrique Garcia Mendez. That's my whole name.
And you're in school. Do they say that?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
That's so
Leonardo
much
de Jesus
time.
Enrique. Even and with my grandma would get mad at me before giving me the chancla. I would, because were you beaten as a kid?
No, I don't know what a chancla is.
It's a slipper.
Chancla is a slipper. Yeah.
Oh, it's a slipper.
But she wouldn't use slipper. She would use like a kitchen like paleta, that wooden thing, a wooden spoon.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, she would use a wooden spoon. Yeah.
I had a grandma who, like, jokingly would get out a wooden spoon.
I think
And
she. Yeah.
but the fact that it was
Was
joking
this
made me
the Jewish one or the
a Jewish one,
okay.
yeah. And she was an alcoholic. Like, later I learned she was like really drunk whenever this happened. So it was always like comedic. It was a newspaper or the spoon, but it was always like, I'm gonna get you. And it made me go, maybe when she was a kid, it was a little harsher. It was real. So when she hit you, like, it hurt.
Yeah. Because I was, I have like also an absent father. My father, all the tropes. I'm like very Latino.
There you go.
And my father wasn't there. My mom needed to go to work, so I'd stay with my grandma.
Sure.
My grandpa died when I was younger, so I was alone with my grandma. I was with a grieving woman that was raising me as her son in the 70s. You know, like it was like this is the whole, I tried to find a way to empathize with her,
Sure.
She was grieving, she was going through like a really shitty phase, and then I was there doing kid things, so she would So yeah, it would hurt. Yeah.
Did
of
you
course.
do you have a good at the end of the day? Do you go like I loved her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talk
she's-
about it with her.
Oh really?
In a funny way. Like the other day, I took before coming here, my last day in Venezuela, before I moved here, I took a photo of her pretending to hit me with a wooden spoon, which is like
That's funny. You know,
really nice.
there's the thing because I used to get a little bit hit, not as bad as this guy, but there's the thing because I also grew up with a single mom. Eventually, you grow stronger than your mother.
Sure.
So it doesn't hit. It kind of feels like because I know you love Dragon Ball too.
I saw outside. I want to take a picture with Master Roshi.
Yeah.
It looks so fun.
Yeah. No, we'll get into that. But it kind of feels like when Gohan turns Super Saiyan 2, and then Cells doesn't.
Yeah.
And then they stop hitting you because it doesn't do anything.
yeah. There's a point in which you manage to avoid the
Sure.
Anyways, Dragon Ball.
and they get slower. You know.
Uh-huh.
Dragon Ball, if Latin America could be summed up as something that unites it, Dragon Ball would be it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was a huge Dragon Ball kid. I got
But just Dragon Ball or any other anime?
other anime too. I was into like Shonen Jump. I was really there when anime and manga just blew up in America. And
Like around 95.
Yeah,
bit later.
maybe a little bit later. Like Dragon Ball Z was on TV, and I got bootlegs, like discs of Dragon Ball GT, Dragon Ball before it come out, uncensored. So they were cursing, and I thought it was so cool that Goku was like "fuck." That I had a piece of paper. I was a little kid, and I was like, I counted how many times Goku said "fuck."
But
you saw Bulma's titties; it was bloodier.
These bootlegs were in Japanese.
They were in Japanese, but they had American subtitles.
Okay, cool.
And it felt cool. Like there was something so cool before I knew how the internet worked, where like you didn't know Super Saiyan 2 and you saw pictures of all of them as Super Saiyan 2 and you're like, oh my God. And it was the same with like Pokemon. Like Pokemon, I was a big Pokemon card guy, and you'd see these evolutions and you were like, are they real? And oh my God. And
Did you guys get that rumor about Pikachu?
I think so. The blue.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's actually called Marill, but I was like 6 or 7, and it was like, oh my God, Pikachu, va a salir Pikachu en la nueva Pokémon. Yo, ¿qué? And then it wasn't a Pikachu at all.
Did you have like those albums that were like fake albums?
Yeah, totally.
Fake albums?
Yeah, they were like this really like
Right.
a local company would print albums, and then
Yeah.
the stickers didn't have they didn't even have glue. You have to get the glue yourself.
Because like one of the things is because you guys really cracked out on piracy, whereas in Latin America we embraced it. So you would get any fucking bootleg. They were so weird.
Yeah, so someone would
You would actually get this was made in China, but you would like maybe get the Avengers toys, and you had like Superman and Goku and also and Shrek also.
Yeah. I went to Chinatown in New York. You'd see those for sale for sure. But I remember there's a kid in my middle school, and he ended up he had some mental condition. Like he was like a liar in an intense way. But he kept telling people he had
But
these
liar like my dad works at Nintendo kind of way.
bigger, like he said,
My
I got
dad-
into every college and he didn't get into any of them. But in 6th grade, he said like, oh, I have this, you know, Eevee, the Pokemon, you get different stones. He was like, I have these other versions of Eevee. My mom won't let me bring them. They're too rare. And we'd always like, please bring them, please. I'm dying to see the new.
What's funny about it is the mom going, no, kid, these are
you
too
can't
rare.
bring the EVs. They're too rare.
They're too rare. Our family's gonna go broke.
Your father would be furious. So that was a cool time to like anime.
Yeah.
No one else where I grew up, for whatever reason, no one liked it.
In
no
Maryland.
no one was into manga. I went to a small private school. No one was into manga. No one was into anime. So it really was like.
So you
I was
lived because there was this switch I think around the 2010s where otaku culture suddenly started becoming cooler.
Yeah, Naruto. But like I was reading Naruto in Shonen Jump
Oh
way
my God,
before
you're a huge fucking dweeb.
Sure, but I dropped out before it made me any kind of friends. And
But
I hate the new Dragon Balls in general. Like
we saw the clip.
But I hate them. And I watch them. There's something, it triggers nostalgia. And then I go, ugh. You ruined
Yeah, but
it.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It has some cool parts
the
about it.
Dragon Ball. Something happened in Latin America because for the Latin American dub,
Yeah.
they didn't call them Dragon Balls. They called them dragon spheres.
Dragon spheres?
Out of fear of, it's homophobia. It's out of like, I'm not going to talk about
Really?
balls, like, so I'm going to call them spheres. And it's,
Wow.
This
vamos a buscar
cartoon.
las esferas del dragón, which is dragon spheres.
Where I grew up was very progressive, so we called them dragon testicles. And you got to catch them all. There's only 2. A lot easier to summon general.
Did you guys get this? Because this was this happened in Latin America. We were told that anime, especially Dragon Ball, it was satanic.
Really?
Yeah.
No, no one was paying attention.
Unlike
we don't have that religion shit.
Like
I
this-
was out looking for Sailor Moon X, which was the hentai version of Dragon
Damn.
Ball. So like,
no, but it's
yeah.
really funny because you saw the American version, but also the uncensored. Because there's literally a guy called Mr. Satan.
Sure. There's also Piccolo's pickle in Japan. Like, I saw a guy recently, he had 2 necklaces. One was Goku and one was Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And they were
Same
the
guy.
same size. And I thought, like, Goku's...
Same guy.
Goku's beating Jesus every time.
Yeah.
Jesus couldn't beat Frieza. He couldn't beat the Romans. You know what I
He
mean?
couldn't even beat the Romans. Yeah.
I think put Goku on the cross, but instead of this, he has the big circle, the big Piccolo
Yeah.
Raditz fight.
That's insane to see. It was so bloody as a kid.
Oh, I loved it though.
It was
such a
amazing,
good
yeah.
show.
What's so cool about it though is that it's very well done. Were you a fan of the whole series, like even Dragon Ball, like as a little kid?
I really like Dragon Ball. I love the manga of Dragon Ball.
I think it's better than Dragon Ball Z, to be honest.
I think it's better than Dragon Ball Z, but like nothing will compare to the Frieza saga and like
True.
Krillin dying and just that first moment. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Cell had some great moments. I think Cell was a really good saga, but that first Super Saiyan, I mean, as a kid, it lasted. He built that spirit ball for like 8 episodes.
Oh, that's the thing. Let me stop you right there because the spirit bomb you have to charge it with everybody with the power.
Yeah.
And there's this scene at the end of Dragon Ball where Mr. Satan has to step in because they don't know Goku.
Uh-huh.
So there's this scene, you can look this up, whole 5-minute scene of the whole Dragon Ball, all the characters going, Satan, Satan, Satan.
It's so easy to fuck with Catholics, you know?
Yeah.
It really is. You can say anything and they go nuts.
Yeah.
But I just remember, like, one day I had to clean my room and my mom would let me watch, and I was like, he's gonna shoot the spirit bomb today, and I'm gonna miss. And I cried and cried, and sure enough, it took 12 more episodes for him to get that fucker out.
Your mom knew. Your mom
Yeah,
knew. She
my
knew.
mom
It's
knew.
not gonna be this one. There's 10 episodes left. They're still on Namek.
But God, when he killed Krillin,
It's called Spirit Bomb.
is the spirit bomb?
It's a Genkidama, no?
Genkidama
Genkidama?
is the original version.
Mm-hmm,
The Spirit Bomb is the American version, which is
I remember
Spirit
learning
bomb.
that like one of the
Spirit.
Hawaiian kings back in the day was called King Kamehameha, and you're like, that's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah, in Spain it's called Onda Vital, the Kamehameha. Like
oh, you
vital-
wanna fuck
vital
with the
wave or
you gonna
something
fuck
like
with the Spanish crowds tonight before your show?
Yeah.
You can do the Onda Vital thing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Latinos always make fun of Spaniards because they ruined Dragon Ball.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Spanish version of Dragon Ball is really horrible.
Why is it bad? Just the translation, the
Yeah,
dubbing.
the way they translate.
It's a very different vibe. It's like you grab all this. We've all seen all the fights and all the episodes of Goku just going Kamehameha. It's a vibe, and then in Spain they say Onda Vital.
Onda Vital?
Yeah.
You have to have the same number of syllables. Kamehameha.
Onda Vital. Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
That's so funny.
doesn't
Why
make
would you
any
have to
sense.
It's not even it's not even an English word. You can just say it.
No, yeah.
You just say Kamehameha.
Yeah.
We've no idea.
But Dragon Ball's great. I want to go to Saudi Arabia. Has a Dragon Ball Z land now. They have like a Disney,
mean?
like
Oh, okay, yeah.
a theme park.
Wow.
And I don't think I have any plans to go to Saudi Arabia anytime soon.
Yeah, I mean.
But I would love to go to that
Yeah, it will be great.
place. I have the weird thing where like I see that store outside and I go, oh, Dragon Ball's kind of ruined. But I'm like, ooh, Master Roshi.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally.
I wish it was still good. I wish it had stayed good. I wish, I don't know if it could have been.
You know what? That's the thing with capitalism.
Yeah.
You just need to make more. You need to make more.
That place that you saw with Master Roshi,
Mm-hmm.
it's like they get you with Dragon Ball, and then the food is really bad.
Sure.
It's
Sure.
like you go like, oh my god.
Believe me, I didn't go like, I bet this is the best ramen
Yeah,
in the
no,
whole
it isn't.
world.
It is. It's because it's also like ramen made for local people, and Catalans here they like they don't like strong tastes, so everything is like toned down. So it's like it's not a very tasty ramen.
Can you handle spice? Can you handle spicy?
I think so. I mean, probably not what you consider super spicy, but I certainly. I mean, everyone shits on Tabasco sauce, but like I have a lot of Tabasco, so I'm used to things being spicy. I like it being spicy. I think I do have like a Caucasian stomach. The next day can be bad if it's like super, super spicy, but I do enjoy pushing it. I like a meal where I'm like,
That's the
I've been learning to eat spicy food because I couldn't eat any.
yeah.
My girlfriend, she's half Lebanese, half Venezuelan. Well, she's Lebanese, but her grandpa was born in Venezuela, but he was Lebanese. Like he doesn't have any Venezuelan. She doesn't have any Venezuelan blood, but she was raised there.
Sure.
And she's like crazy with spicy food. Like she would eat and she would start sweating and she eats it like, you know. And I can't handle like.
I definitely can.
I'm learning.
But it was really interesting. Most of these Europe travels, like Rome and Greece, like that's not. The spiciness is not what they're playing with, and I do miss it. I go like, this is amazing ingredients.
There's a dish here. You've probably tried las patatas bravas, the potatoes with the sauce.
I'm not sure.
It's fried potatoes with a spicy
sauce, but it's European spice. It's very lovable.
Yeah.
Should we do the food now?
Yeah, you want to taste?
Please.
We thought that it was like a special occasion, so we brought a Venezuelan dish. You have to name it. If you don't know what it is, you have to give it a name. Have you ever had Venezuelan food?
Probably. Is this a polenta?
No.
This is
It's
not a
kind of
polenta.
it's similar, but
It looks delicious.
you can.
I'll try a bite.
Yeah, of course. Try a bite. You can give it. And also, what would make you very Latino if you manage to eat it without dropping any. That would make you. It will give you a passport. Instant Venezuelan passport.
That's points.
And
you enjoy that? You enjoy that? Can you show it to the camera, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Do you?
It's like it tastes like a chicken salad, but avocado, more greens in it.
Yeah.
And this feels like a polenta.
Yeah, kind of.
Bready, grainy. I like the texture.
It has a name. Like the whole dish has a name.
That bread.
The bread has a name, but this type of breaded chicken salad has a specific name.
Yeah.
We also have soup for you.
Oh my God.
Yeah. It's right here. It's right here in the microwave.
We brought something from Venezuela and something from Ecuador. This what name would you give to this dish? Like try to be as racist as you can.
This would be like if Taco Bell was healthy.
Healthy Taco Bell.
Healthy Taco Bell. That's a good name.
Healthy Taco Bell, yeah. Healthy Taco Bell.
Hey, do you want to get some healthy Taco Bell?
It's really good.
That is called arepa.
Arepa?
The bread is called arepa.
Mm-hmm.
It's what we eat in Venezuela. Like everyone eats arepa. It's like this big. You can have it for breakfast, for lunch, dinner. Like it's always there.
Mm-hmm.
And this kind of arepa, it's a very special arepa. It's called Reina Pepiada. And Reina Pepiada was created by an arepero, a place where they make arepas, in honor of Miss Mundo, Miss World, Miss
Universe.
Miss Universe.
Mm-hmm.
Venezuelans have like a record because Venezuela has had more Miss Universe than any other country.
Than anybody else in the universe. So there was this famous Miss Venezuela. Her name was Susana Duin. She was beautiful, and this guy made this inspired in her, which is really weird. It's called Reina Pepiada because she was a queen. Reina Pepiada is like hot, like she was hot. Like it's a bit like I made a dish for you. It's called Hot Queen.
Listen, I was in Rome, and I guess the margarita pizza was named after Queen Marguerite.
Yeah.
And it's green, white, and red for Italy, so it happens.
Yeah.
It happens. If
Did she fuck him? I mean,
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. But
would you fuck him after reading this? Would you go, hey?
If he named this is Gianmarco Soresi,
Yeah.
I'd be like, this is like
hot Italian American.
Anyways,
half Jewish.
Let's do the soup. How do we do the soup?
I'll go get it.
Okay, thank you very much.
You can talk.
So what's in this? Because like, Chicken salad in America would have like mayonnaise.
It's chicken, avocado, and I don't really know what else, but it's very good. It's very good. Now this.
Wow.
Yeah, you're getting real fat. It's gonna be
amazing.
It's very nice soup in summer.
Yeah, this is a very Latin American thing that even the heat doesn't matter. Even if it's 35 degrees, we're gonna eat soup.
Yeah,
Sure.
in our countries there are no seasons. So
True.
if you want to go to, you have to go to seasons. You have to go to the cold place. You have to go to the, you have to.
Very good.
This is a very.
This is a very traditional dish from
Ecuadorian.
Ecuador. The traditional soup from Ecuador. One of the traditional soups from Ecuador.
So this is tuna,
That is tuna.
tuna potatoes.
That is not potato.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a yuca.
Oh, yuca.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
How do you say yuca in English?
I think you say yuca.
Yeah.
You know what yuca is, no?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been around. He lives
been
in New
around.
York. He knows what yuca is.
But isn't there a name for it?
Yucation.
I feel like
No.
in America sometimes we call it like yuca potatoes even.
Oh yeah.
Maybe,
'cause
maybe. It's similar. It's a tuberculo. How do you say tuberculo in English?
No, I'm not. And that drink is a very famous refresco.
Refresco.
It's called frescolita.
This is. You have no idea what to name this.
Tuna. Let's see. Like reminds me of tuna fish, but in a soup. I would call it. Americans we call it Mexican soup.
Mexican soup.
Because I thought like you go to buffets all the time. It says Asian salad. I'm like,
Yeah.
Asia is fucking huge.
Yeah.
You
Lebanon
know,
is
you know
Asian,
what's
like
funny?
the-
They eat a lot here. They eat Russian salad here,
Mm-hmm.
which is very good. But I work with a Russian guy, and he's always like, "What the fuck is this?"
Well, there's always this kind of dishes. So you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
the Copa Mexicana in Ecuador.
We do.
And
we
I
do.
don't think Mexicans eat that.
They do not.
Yeah, exactly.
They do not.
There's this whole. Yeah,
This
you
is
can-
called encebollado.
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 Amazing.
Yeah. It usually involves a lot more onion, but
yeah.
we had to make do.
Because encebollado means
Onion.
onionized.
Onionized dish.
Yeah, in a way.
It's delicious. I love it.
It's really good. It's very good. People eat it a lot to get rid of the hangovers.
Really?
Yeah. So what you would do is you would party all day, then wake up very hungover, and then go eat this with your friends. And people, they do a lot of, they add a lot of spicy, a lot of Tabasco, a lot of ají to
See,
it.
this feels healthier. Like in America, it'd be like for hangovers, or like have a big greasy, eggs and meat, but this
Yeah.
feels like a healthy dish.
Yeah.
There's I remember I went to when I went to the States recently to visit my cousins. I have a lot of family now in the States because Venezuela is fucked up, so everyone went anywhere, and they're actually now like very scared about what's going on because there was like a status for Venezuela, TPS, and it was revoked. So from September they won't have like any legal status, so they have to find their way. And I went there. And they took me like, we're gonna take you to a really good Italian restaurant, and I was like, okay, we have really good Italian restaurants here. So and they took me to Olive Garden.
Those infinite breadsticks.
The breadsticks have cocaine on them. Yeah, those were nice, but the
You call
rest.
them infinite breadsticks?
Is that it's unlimited.
Limitless.
Limitless. Oh.
Yep.
Infinite breadsticks sounds like a religious. And then Jesus
Well-
made the breadsticks infinite.
Well, let me tell. If you see how full the Olive Garden gets in Ecuador, you would.
There's
think
Olive
it's a-
Garden in Ecuador.
It's very recent. It's let's.
I went with my girlfriend for an anniversary. We went as a joke to ourselves.
Yeah.
Like it was garbage. It was in Times Square. I mean,
Yeah.
so we couldn't have worse Italian food. But it was fun.
It was
Yeah.
fun.
It's kitschy, but
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I think an Italian would die in there.
But also, like, I don't know if in other places it might be better. Like 7-Eleven in Japan, I think it's
Yeah.
like you sit down and you have a meal at 7-Eleven. In America, 7-Eleven is like
Yeah.
things are going. If you're having a meal at 7-Eleven, like you're financially in a lot of pain, or you're like you're in a super rush. It's awful.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Domino's Pizza is very good in Ecuador.
That's what they say. I hear these things.
My cousins took me like as like, hey, let's go have these really nice hot dogs, and they took me to have hot dogs at a Quick Trip in a gas station. Gas station hot dogs, like standing there while there was people paying, and we're standing there eating the hot dogs.
Wild.
And it was like, well, this is the American experience, huh? Like, you know. It was fun. I think what I noticed, because when I went to the States, I went to I visited my family, and my family, it's people that are struggling, are finding their way. You know, they have like regular jobs. You know, they're like finding their way to make some money and to work there. So it's I got like the small town experience. I only went to small places and saw like the real life, and it was very different from that from that whole. It was like, I don't know. I saw like the lack of small businesses.
Sure.
Like a small restaurant owned by two guys. No, that doesn't exist. Everything is like a chain. It's all.
There's no two guys in small America. There's only 5 guys.
Yeah. Pretty good.
It's true though. But I mean, even New York, like people, I feel really resentful of New York right now because it feels like it's just chains. And even a good salad place is good for a second and then becomes a chain, and they're bad. And the bowls get smaller and the quality gets awful, and the staff is. And so I feel really resentful of like American food. Walking around Paris, you go and you're like, this is a small coffee shop. It has 5 foods for the day, and they're all astounding and unique and healthy. And that's the part about America that I think I'm most, not the fascism or the concentration camps. It's the
those are like whatever.
We all have a concentration camp at some point.
In Venezuela, like people love chains. Like people love that because it's people use it as a sign of
power,
wealth. Like the country's doing good because we have more chains.
Oh, speaking of, Taco Bell is returning to Ecuador after 16 years.
Oh my God!
Really?
It left because nobody wanted to eat Taco Bell, but now it's coming back, baby.
Why? So people didn't like it. They were like, "This is just the worst version of our food."
I think the country was also not doing it well financially. It's also not doing well financially right now, so I have no idea where they're coming back. But yeah,
and it's like an Olive Garden in Italy, basically.
Yeah, kind of.
And there's because in Venezuela for a time there was a really bad period between 2016, 17. It was around then, and you couldn't find anything. Like there was no toilet paper, people wouldn't drink milk for weeks, or there was no bread. It was like really, really bad moment. A lot of people left the country because of that. You couldn't find anything. And one of the things McDonald's did, they didn't have potatoes. They couldn't make the fries.
Wow.
So they started making arepas.
Really?
So you would get a McDonald's burger with the side of fried arepas, like tiny arepas fried.
Is it good?
I didn't taste it.
You know who does that a lot though? Kentucky Fried Chicken, they do that a lot, because they in Ecuador, for example, you get the fried chicken and you get it with rice and then with menestra, with lentil menestra.
Yeah.
Which for a place called Kentucky Fried Chicken, they don't really care about the Kentucky part. I think.
And no, I got lost. I was going to tell you something else about the Venezuela chains. But I completely forgot about it.
Anyways, let's check how many points you've got on.
There's something that I want to add to you, is that you didn't drop any of the Reina Pepiada.
He did.
A little.
I saw it, but
Just a tiny bit. Like
Just
people
a
can
tiny
be
bit. Pretty good.
a respectable amount.
There's this usual thing in areperas, which is la arepa restaurants, a place with there's a character. There is a perro de arepera, arepera dog. And they're always there because people drop and the dogs. So there's.
I love that.
And when you are looking at someone eat, they call you perro de arepera because you're. there's this whole
Let's review everything you've ever said.
But I think that the perro de arepera would be hungry next to you because you didn't drop so much.
Good.
So I think that gives him points. I want to give him some points.
I'll add it down.
I love this wet paper. I love it. Beautiful.
Anyways, Gianmarco Vicente Soresi. So that's 8 syllables. We usually look for 10, but it's okay.
And it could be Gianmarco Juan Marco Soresi, which is 3 names. 3 names is very Latino, like me, Leonardo Jesus Enrique.
We'll do that. We'll do Juan Marco.
Great.
Juan
Perfect.
Marco Soresi.
Great.
Juan Marco Vicente.
You said you have family in Argentina. You had a guy in Argentina for a bit.
For a bit.
That's in Latin America. That gives you points.
Mhm.
You are into light and fun racism. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
You use McDonald's as a prize. That's also a lot of points.
Good.
You love plantains. That's 1,000,000 points.
Do you cook plantains? Do you know, do you buy them and cook them in your home?
I've never cooked them, but it was a big part of like cafeterias at my college. Like there was
Yeah?
always plantains, and I loved.
Where was
plantains.
that? In Maryland?
University of Miami.
Oh, okay.
Ah, yeah, of
Okay.
course. Yeah.
Okay.
We had a guest here who studied in Miami, and she also would get plantain in cafeterias. So
Yes.
So
Dragon Ball, huge Dragon Ball fan. That's a lot of points.
Yep.
yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot of points. Loving the arepa, loving the encebollado. However, you did call it Mexican soup, which is very funny.
Yeah, it's very funny.
It's very funny, but that doesn't really give you a lot of points. You also said the phrase, I don't talk to any Latin people. Which
But I broke my rule.
Yeah, it's an
That's-
exception.
that's-
You
that is-
made an exception with us.
you
yeah.
made an exception. So now we have a scale. This is on a scale, no? So from least Latino to most Latino. So on a scale from Ronald Reagan to... Are we going to do these ones?
Ronald Reagan.
From Ronald Reagan to Antonio Banderas,
Ooh.
who is actually not Latin American.
Yeah, Antonio Banderas is like, it's Latino for Hollywood, like
Yeah.
because they don't care. They just put someone that speaks Spanish.
Sure.
You
So-
have an accent. We're gonna do. Where do we place this man?
I think the fact that he liked Dragon Ball. There was another thing that he said that I think would remove points. Is that he said that putting Taco Bell in Ecuador is like putting Olive Garden in Italy,
Yes,
and
that
there's
is-
no tacos in Ecuador. So
There you go. Good point.
That's a good point.
so I think you would be Italian Spider-Man.
Okay.
Italian Spider-Man. We can do Italian Spider-Man.
Italian Spider-Man is very Latino for me.
Sure.
Have you seen Italian Spider-Man?
I haven't seen it.
There's
but-
a very famous video of Italian Spider-Man,
Oh yes.
and it's a guy with it's Spider-Man with a mustache, long hair,
On the
he's
mask?
fat.
No,
Yeah,
man.
he's not wearing a mask.
Oh, he's not wearing a mask.
Yeah, he
okay.
doesn't care about it. It's Italian.
Yeah.
And he's always smoking.
Sure.
And I think he has a very Latino vibe, but he's Italian.
Great.
So I think you could be Italian Spider-Man.
I think that's close enough.
That's close enough for this.
And he's always like
Time.
he protects Italian Spider-Man protects men from harassing women, but then he's a bit gropey. I don't know. He's really
Yeah.
and that's very Latino.
Sure.
That's very Latino. Yeah, gropey
Sure.
gropey uncle, very Latino.
Gropey uncle.
Yeah.
I love it. That describes me to a T.
Yeah.
That's what they say about Gianmarco.
Yeah, once I was at
About Juan Marco.
I was at a friend's house, and then his uncle approached us, and his uncle comes and say, "Hey, I'm doing this girl, you know," and he starts showing us pictures of the girl. She's 13, you know. And it was like, and we were like,
"Oh God!"
but she looks older. She doesn't look 13. She was, and we were like 15. I was like, I don't want to be around your uncle.
God damn.
Yeah, it was really, really weird moment, but that's very, very common in.
That's very common.
Yeah, that's.
It's becoming less and less common, but it's not uncommon.
Yeah.
And usually, in Mexico, it happens that, let's say, an older man, like a 50-year-old man, he makes a 13-year-old girl pregnant.
Oh God.
And then the family of this little girl makes this man marry her. Like you made her pregnant, you go marry her, and they make this guy take this girl to his home. Like it's really, really, yeah. That's a real.
That's, I guess he dies and she gets the money at some point.
I don't think there's money anywhere there. I don't-
Great, just lose.
I don't think there's a lot of money there.
It's a great way to end this episode.
No, but we have like a couple of minutes. We can talk about some. No, you want?
Yeah.
We end it. We end it.
Well, it's been a fun episode. We talk about everything.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gianmarco.
Glad we got to end on that horrifying note.
Yeah.
What's,
Let's
the
not
age,
let-
what's the age of consent though in Venezuela?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Does anyone know?
I don't know. I
Is
don't
it
know.
loose?
I don't know. Like I know that. Yeah, I have a lot of stories of, like I've heard a lot of stories of 13-year-old girls pregnant. Yeah, it's very common.
God.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
It's that's very Latino in a bad way, but it is.
Sure,
It happens.
I don't know about that.
I'm not justifying it in any way. My neighbor's cousin did that to like.
I don't know what's worse, that or the Nazi thing. I mean, truly.
It's everything. It's a mix. There's very good food.
You
there's-
love plantains.
and
We have a lot of
fruits.
that.
Fruits.
The Nazis are all dead. Well,
Fruits in
the
Latin
old
America.
ones. The old ones.
The
The
old
new
ones.
The new ones are
The
popping
new
out.
ones, they're in America.
You like mango?
I love mango.
Mango
We
is
have a
amazing.
lot
It's
of
expensive mango.
Yeah.
In Venezuela, you always have a friend who has a mango tree, so you get free
Sure.
mango.
I have an uncle who sells mango. I can hook you up with a lot of mango.
Yeah. Free
Sure,
mango.
As long as he just loves mangoes.
That's mainly it.
Don't ask him about that. We don't ask this question.
Anyways, I think
Huh?
it's been a good episode.
Yeah, it's
Good
been great.
episode.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah.
you for the amazing food. I
And
feel
Thank
good.
you for
coming and enjoying
yeah.
it. It's really like you're a good arepa eater. I'll give you that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
honored.
You'll get
Yeah.
the passport. So thank
you
you.
get the
so
Venezuelan passport,
thank
the
you.
one you're after.
Thank you very much for coming. It's really hard to get the Venezuela like you can get the Venezuelan passport, but then the government makes it really hard for you to renew it.
Mm.
So
Sure.
you have to pay a lot of money. It's
Yeah.
like a hustle.
It's not number one on the list for me.
But well, it's cute. It's cute. It's cute.
Just consider it. Anyways, Gianmarco, your special is coming out September.
I got a podcast called The Downside.
Yeah.
Check it out. And I'll be back to Barcelona. I love it here.
Like next year, maybe.
Probably.
Well, we'll be in touch. We'll have
We'll be
another
in touch.
arepa for you.
Please.
we can bring you any other dish and see if you get more Latin American.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay. You can come anytime. Thank you very much. This was Gianmarco Soresi. Juanmarco
Soresi, el primer invitado gringo en inglés en el Latinómetro.
Adiós.